but yeah, I mean that was the whole process. First morning, um, we go and we drop Weston off, and he starts out his his climb to the top. So as Lance would call him, he's like, Weston's my puppet master. So
there you go. Yeah,
a lot of truth in that,
Mm-hmm.
and so it wasn't. As soon as we pulled in to start, going back, we was actually all around the Red Rocks there and whatnot, but
right.
we were in the it was just thick cover. I mean, this is desert. I mean, we're hunting an over the counter. It's pretty much desert.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right off the bat, we spot a muley, and then another, and it's just like, holy cow, man! Then all of a sudden we seen a decent buck. He was a 2-year-old, but he was good. He was a good 3x4, and but he's real spindly, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be over with quick.
drove all this way to hunt 4 hours.
yeah, no doubt. And we passed him up, and all throughout the whole day, he was presenting 20-yard shots. He would present a 30-yard shot.
Temptations.
Yeah, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, And about he was just presenting shots left and right, and we were just like, nah, we're gonna pass him up on the first day, and seen a lot of does, and he was pushing does. He was pushing them hard, and by that time, Weston says, "Hey, man, I just spot a big old 2-point. I mean, this thing." He sent us over a couple pictures, and it was a big old brute. He was probably, of course, you'll see him on the film.
Yeah.
We'll see him on the episode, because we stocked into 42 yards on. I think it's 42 yards. Yeah, 42 or 44. I don't know what it was, and we stocked in on. He didn't even know we were around. And
wow.
And actually, we was talking about that the other time on the other podcast there about missing. And I missed. I mean, Lance was like, you didn't miss, because when I drawed, he was already on his way turning, and
game was over.
Man, he already knew that we were there, and I launched it anyway. And some people think that even at 42 yards, I mean, this bow is shooting 324 feet per second, man, and it's right now it's there, but those reflexes on those deer are just it's just crazy. On any animal, reflexes are there, and it just barely missed him. He was a guy there by the skin of his hide, that was sure, but it was a great stock, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I don't want to shoot you anyway. So it's like, here it is, man. Like 4 hours. It literally was like, this was before lunchtime. I'm like, man, I want my house to be over with. This is crazy, man. We're seeing a bunch of deer.
Yeah.
2 bucks already. And, he was an old brute. There was no doubt about it. But, he was definitely one of those bucks that was going downhill.
Yeah.
And he was only a 2-point. And I don't care. I mean, we're in an over-the-counter tag where, you're not going to go there to shoot giants. I knew that from the get-go, and it was all about, hunting and being able to do, do something I really enjoy, and that's spot and stock on an animal. And
right.
So, we drove around, and we didn't see anything else, pretty much for the rest of the day. And, second day, it was the same thing. Third day, we saw, we actually thought about it. We were passing up bucks, but we were seeing, just little 2 points here and there, real young deer. And,
sure.
And like I say, man, we were seeing bucks, pretty much, all day. And anywhere between 70, 80 deer. I mean, we were counting them every day. It was crazy.
Wow.
There was does everywhere. So, third day, we actually, we spotted this buck, and he was a 3x2, and I mean, he was pretty wide. And I'm like, Lance, that thing's got an arrow sticking out. I mean,
oh my gosh.
This buck was chasing does with an arrow.
Wow.
The arrow was actually in front of his shoulder. I mean, it was hanging out. It was probably in there about 6 inches or so. And I mean, there was no blood. I mean, we went down to where he was afterwards. We probably watched this buck for an hour. And, you know, it was like, I'm like, that's got green fletching. They started joking with me. It's like, it actually hit that deer on the one you missed the other morning.
That's funny.
And I'm like, nah, it can't be true because that's not my color fletching.
Yeah, that's funny. But that's amazing, man, that buck was still just, I mean, and then when they get in the rut, man, I mean, it doesn't matter if they're not dead, they're rutting. I mean, it's amazing how tough those animals are to where it's almost like it doesn't even affect them. That, I mean, he's got 6 inches of an arrow, who knows what broadhead, but unreal.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah, it was just crazy.